Hi, everyone. We know that we're standing in the way. Oh, you've got cocktails. Well done. Whew. We're just going to finish up. We're going to have an award, and then we're all going to go party. So I'd like to introduce Michael Martin.
Thank you for being here today. It's been fantastic. I know that you have a lot of things that you can go and choose to go and do, so thank you for making the choice to be here. We've spoken about the power of choice, and I think you made a good one. I'm just going to go and say it, that quite simple. But what I wanted to go and do before I actually present Gary this inaugural award is actually go and give a shout out to the students that we have in the room in terms of those representing HBCUs, HSIs, and TCUs. Your participation, I think, adds an element to this event that makes it a much better event. Having that ability to go and have the generation that you present here goes and gives a lot of the business professionals a perspective that they otherwise might have a more difficult time accessing and really internalizing. And the reason why the students are here in large part is because of the tremendous work that my colleague Yolanda Washington does. So I want to go and give her a shout out. And I also want to go and give her a shout out because she wrote something very, very lovely about Gary, and I wanted to go and make sure that I read it verbatim here in terms of what makes Gary our esteemed recipient of the inaugural Leadership Symposium Vital Leader Award. And what she wrote about Gary was this. She says, he's always a champion and sponsor for DEI programs, continually asking, how can I help, and providing tangible and measurable support. He exemplifies leadership at Google. And I wanted to go and take a step back and build on to that because we use the word, vital with great intent. And I was doing a little bit of, research in terms of a derivative of the word vital in terms of vitality, and the definition is pretty awesome. It's it says, the power-giving continuance of life. Now, that is pretty extraordinary. And we use this word because we were actually thinking about inner development goals, and how you actually need to go and have yourself in good order, really to go and do your best when it comes to executing something extraordinary and transformative. And the inner development goals are something out of the UN in relation to the Sustainability Development Goals, which I'm sure many of you here have heard about. And those inner development goals are associated with 5 pillars: being, thinking, relating, collaborating, and acting. And that last one in particular is really important because it's associated with enabling change. And when we think about enabling change, it's to go and give someone the authority or the means to go and do something. And that change piece is to go and replace with something, and oftentimes that's something better. And that's what I think Gary does with great esteem, great conviction, and great energy each and every day. So Gary, come on up to the stage, and it's my pleasure to go and actually award you our inaugural Vital Leader Award.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And if you so choose, the mic is yours.
Yeah, I don't have any prepared speech or anything, but it's certainly an honor. I think working on your leadership skills is definitely something that you do throughout your entire career. And so I'm always working on my own leadership skills, so it's surprising if I get an award for it because I always feel like I'm working on it. So this is a huge honor, and I'm glad to be part of this incredible symposium and hope that you're all getting a huge amount out of this. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, and this is an honor. Thank you.
Could you put your hands together, please?
Yeah. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to wrap up just with some final thoughts, some reflections from today. And the way we're going to do it is have this thing called the 4 A's. The first one is acknowledgments. And I just want you to think real quick, and we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. We'll just get one or two people just to stand up. But what are some things you wanted to acknowledge today? But Rev, you can go ahead and.
Yes. I want to start off by acknowledging your courage to be here, your courage to be open, to hear, to change maybe your mindset. So that's my acknowledgement to you. So what's your acknowledgement?
Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah, just stand up. Yep.
Labor that helped us have a fabulous day today. The security guards, the people who prepared and served our food, the people who were making sure that our bathrooms are clean, all the labor that went into making it today.
Beautiful. Give her a hand.
Yeah. Excellent. And with that, so we'll move on now, and that's actually a good segue into appreciations. That's the second A, another way to reflect. And when it comes to appreciations, it's gratitude. And ironically, the next slide gets into what you just said, is that these are all the people behind the scenes. As you can probably all imagine, there's a whole lot of effort that went into producing this experience. I'm super grateful that it all came together. One thing I was telling the team, we have been in many hours of meetings and plannings and stuff, lots of documents to just figure things out. I told people that your role in this, I'm a basketball player, so the way I say it is all positions on the court are the same. We just have different things we do. And so if you're on stage, that's just as important as the person cleaning the bathroom, serving the food. All the roles are important. And so with that, and actually we're going to do this probably at the dinner piece too, a military thing, this concept called battlefield etiquette. And this is where when you sit down to dine and commune with others, you let the troops eat first, because those are the ones that are the most important. And the leaders, the generals, the admirals, all those, they eat last. And we all sit and we dine together. And so that's just one thing, because we're all equal, all roles are important, and that's the goal of that slide. So that was my appreciation. Thank you for the segue. And now we'll move on to some apologies.
This is kind of a funny one, isn't it? And I want to invite anybody, maybe not to apologize, but to be vulnerable. I want to apologize because I had a little anxiety attack at the end of the last session when we had two different signals about where we were going to go, and I held it together all day long. And then all of a sudden, I was just flooded with anxiety, like, oh my God, I'm sending these people to the wrong place. So if you got the brunt of my instant surge of anxiety, I need to take Marshall's advice and do some box breathing. Anyone else?
Yeah, any apologies? Any that come to mind? Yeah.
I apologize for not attending the last part of it. Just missing my kids and just, I had to take a break and step away and just go talk to my baby. So no disrespect to the speakers in the last 20, 30 minutes. I just had to, but I apologize for that.
Hello? Okay. I apologize because I missed the entire first half because I myself was having a mental issue. So I apologize for not coming to the first half, and I will say I'm so glad I made it through that and came through to the second half because I got more than I could have ever imagined. So thank you.
Beautiful.
I appreciate that. And one good thing about this event, it is recorded, so you'll get a chance to look at it later if you choose. Yeah. And then the last one are the aha moments. That's the 4 A's: acknowledgements, appreciations, apologies, and aha moments.
So I just wanted to share an aha moment that I had a couple days ago as we head into dinner. We're going to meet a lot more new people. Some of us are on the more introverted scale. That's a little hard for us. So I'm going to offer you this, and I promise you're never going to forget it. When we're at cocktail parties or networking events, we tend to form a circle of conversation that looks like a bagel. But what does this say to someone who might want to talk and wants to walk up to us, but that might make them feel a little bit
Closed off.
What does this closed circle say? Don't come talk to us. We're a bagel. What if instead, and this is from Robbie Samuel, have you heard this? We were a croissant.
Oh,
We were
curve.
a crescent.
Okay.
Now what does that say?
Come on in.
Isn't that cool? So I learned that a couple days ago and I wanted to share it with you.
Great. All right. Any aha moments from anybody? We'll take one. Anyone? Oh, we have one. There we are.
I just can't leave without acknowledging that everyone in this room, Larry, the way that I see you and your passion and your, unwavering devotion to everything that you believe in and who you are, and just your ability to bring all of us together and have such a really special time is, thank you.
Beautiful.
Let's give Larry a hand.
Yeah. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, and now we are going to finish with where we started. So Marshall's going to come back up. There we go. Oh, microphone?
No.
Oh, okay. A surprise moment.
A surprise moment. So this might have actually just
Improv
caught Larry
time.
off guard.
Okay, improv time.
But we noticed that he didn't put his name or Maura's name on the appreciation slide, and we want to appreciate you both, and I think along with everyone in this room, for co-emceeing and steering the day and putting all the effort of, I want to say about 8 months, 9 months. So you are our core team, and I would like... I'll pass on to Laura.
Yeah. Jasmine, Nilly, and I would like to thank you both for emceeing such an amazing event. So if everyone could stand up and put your hands together.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay, now we can give it back to Kiana and Marshall.
There we are.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And now I was wondering why the clicker wasn't working. But now I know. Now I know. And now I bring you Marshall.
Yeah, you love how everybody always look real weird when they find the mute button, hold on. Oh, now, I'm on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? John E. Martin. There's a fifth A, ancestors. There's a Native American proverb about fire and stones. It says, without the stones, or without the fire, the stones will be cold and hard, but without the stones, the fire would burn down the village. And the other smoke that goes into the air, smoke for the ancestors. There's another A word that I learned today from the Shinnecock tribe, Akwe. And that's how they say hello. But what's crazy is that hello means I see the light in you. This is the fire keepers. Without the stone, without the stones, without the fire, the stones will be cold and hard. I see the light in you. She said at the top of the morning, you have to find what's driving you. But sometimes you move in autopilot and you never had the manual. But you have to learn how to drive manual, because sometimes you have to stick shift and shuffle and move. So then you figure out maybe you're in the mood, and a man who used to be a construction worker had to build a new way of living by climbing up a mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro. From here to Cairo, we move. It is the light inside of you. Akwe, hello. Let's say how we can greet each other. Do you see what I mean? The fire that is inside of me is inside of you. How do we connect here? We try to combine these A's. Straight A's is a perfect score in school, but we trying to combine these A's to find a better sense of support for truth. We are who we are as we breathe. Now, here's the thing. Right before we eat, no matter what religion you may be, people say things before they start. And they say grace, and they give gratitude. And usually the gratitude should be like a couple of lines, but some people decide to read their entire gratitude journal. So I wonder what the ancestors say when you're done. I think for the most part they'll say, "Shut up, man, you know these people is hungry." And we would say, "Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe."
That's cute. Hey, y'all. I'm from Chicago, so in Chicago we say y'all. Yes, yes. Well, I'm Keanu Quinn, your sonic sommelier, and this evening you will be guided through a one-of-a-kind dining experience using the science of sound. We, as in my team, have flown out here to be a part of this beautiful experience, this symposium. And my team is comprised of world-class musicians, and we've curated a custom soundscape just for you. So please join me upstairs, where we will all gather for an aperitif or a glass of wine, a little conversation, and shortly thereafter, we will welcome you into the dining space. You are dismissed.